Guys, what's up? How you doing? In today's video, we're going to be talking all about Guerlain's Gold Wish collection. I'm gonna just show you an overview of the collection, the items that they released, and I am going to be demoing their gold pearl meteorites. So I only picked out the meteorites from the collection. I'm gonna show you what these ones look like on a medium to tan complexion. I am gonna compare these meteorites with others that I have in my collection and just give you my overall thoughts on these holiday 2021 collection. If this is your first time here, I'm Gigi. I love to review luxury makeup. If you love that content, go ahead and click on the red button that says subscribe, and also go to my Instagram because over there I do keep you posted on the newest and latest makeup releases. And without further ado, let's start. Alright you guys, so let's begin. And as mentioned, today I'm going to be presenting you Guerlain's 2021 collection. I only picked out the meteorites from this collection. Was the only thing that really caught my attention. I don't want to be picking out everything from every single collection because it's just too much. I mentioned that in a previous video. So from, you know, all the collections that are going to be releasing, I am just going to pick out things that I think that I'm going to love and that I would like to review for you. We're going to be talking about Guerlain's Gold Wish collection. This is their 2021 collection. This is what they're presenting us with. In here we have meteorites as usual. So those are the ones that I'm going to be featuring into this video. These are called gold pearls meteorites. I am going to compare these ones with last year's and other ones that I have here in my collection. Also, they release lipsticks, beautiful casings. As you can see, those ones just look stunning. They released a bronzer which looks like that, and then they released shadow sticks. I only picked out the meteorites just because the other things didn't really call my attention. And when it comes to the bronzer, I didn't want to pick out the bronzer this year because I don't know, it just looked way too warm. Last year I picked it out and it was just very warm, pretty much a coral blush. So I didn't want to go through the whole thing again. I thought, you know what, I'm just going to leave it. I'm going to pick out the meteorites. These are such a safe buy for me. I keep collecting them and I love them. They are precious, you know, addition to anyone's makeup collection, and we're gonna talk about that in a second. But yeah, this is what the collection looks like. I'm gonna be linking everything in the description box just in case you're interested in few items, in some of them, anything like that. Everything will be linked below. When it comes to the lipsticks, all the lipsticks that they release are sort of like a satin, very creamy lipsticks. If they released any matte lipsticks, I would have picked them up because that's the formula that I love. I don't really like, you know, like really shiny and glossy lipsticks like that, especially if they're reds. I just find them to be very messy and just like, I can't deal with that, you guys. So yeah, I only picked out the meteorites. A long intro short. Let's just get into application. Today I'm going to be applying, and I wanted to do everything here in camera with you just in case you wanted to see how everything layered. I am going to be applying this bronzer by Charlotte, which is super matte. I have the shade here medium, so I'm not gonna apply anything glowy. My base is already set. I am wearing the Valentino foundation, which is also like a natural foundation, but it doesn't have any sheen whatsoever, so everything is going to be really matte. I want to keep my face very matte so that we can see how the meteorites really work. This year's meteorites just look so beautiful. They're sort of like a rose goldy shade, which I'm digging. I am very excited to try them on my face. Next up, I'm gonna apply this blush by Patrick Ta. It's very neutral. I want something matte again, so I am just gonna keep it very simple for my face makeup. I am only going to be applying the powder, which is, as I mentioned, just matte in this compact by Patrick Ta. This is in the shade Soleil. So with those two products layered, this is my base. It looks very matte as expected. So let's talk about the meteorites. So let's go ahead and dig into the meteorites this year's. As I mentioned, they're called gold pearls, and this is the packaging. They always come in this stunning packaging like this. These years we have a little bit of silver and gold. This is the lid. such beautiful details on these Meteorites, and it says Guerlain at the bottom. You always get a spongy thin hair so that the Meteorites and the product just stays safely inside. And this just smells glorious. Like when you open Meteorites, it's just like that beautiful and a specific scent that this just takes me back to last year when I reviewed the golden Meteorites, which I'm gonna show you. Not golden bead Meteorites. So I'm gonna show you these ones in just a second. But this is what we get inside this year. So the colors of this year's Meteorites, we can find gold, we find pearl, and then we find a little bit of pink and a little bit of sort of like rose gold. I'm gonna show you each bowl. I'm gonna take them out just to show them to you. Here they are. Isn't this awkward? So this is the gold shade. Then we have like a light rose gold shade. I hope the lighting isn't washing them out too much. And then we have a darker rose gold and then a platinum, like almost white pearl. So we have 4 different colors in this year's Meteorites. When you go ahead and mix them, which I'm gonna do right now for a little swatch, I'm gonna show you a natural lighting swatch, and that's what it looks like. I did upload it on our shorts previously. So this is a little swatch. I really hope you can tell with my very yellow undertone that the undertone of this year's Meteorites, they're pinkish. So they look a little bit rose gold. They really lean, you know, towards the pink side, but they're not pink like the ones that they released for the spring collection. Like these ones were truly like a blush. We're not talking, you know, this kind of pink. I'll do swatches later, but yeah, these are pinkish undertone. So I do feel like these Meteorites are going to just complement a lot of complexions. If you're you know, if your undertone is very cool tone, it is gonna be very good for you. If you're neutral, it's gonna really suit you. In my case, I am yellow undertone. So the way that I want to use this year's Meteorites is as a finishing. That's how they're meant to be used anyways. So I am going to take this long brush, which is clean. It just has a little bit of powder there. This is a new Referal brush number 30, which the video on this holiday release is coming out tomorrow. And I am going to just pick up product. You can see that they're very powdery, and then I am going to do that G for Guerlain and Meteorites for the application. So I'm gonna go like this. When I applied a ton, I want to make sure how much I am applying. So I don't know if you can see a beautiful sheen on my nose, but it's nothing crazy. It's not like a highlighter kind of sheen. Let me go ahead and do this side. I am pretty much applying it as a topper. I'm just being very cautious because they do look glowy, so I don't want to apply highlighter all over my face. Okay, look at the sheen that these pearls have. I think it's very pretty. Again, if you have sort of like a medium deep tan and deep complexions, I feel like this is gonna be beautiful as a blush topper. Pretty much that's how I applied it. It looks so pretty. I love these Meteorites. I feel like they give you a beautiful finish. They just take away any pores, any like texture, and they make you look very perfected. You can see that sheen right there. You can always just take a smaller brush, swirl the pearls, and then, you know, apply them as a highlighter. So let's go ahead and do that to see if it's gonna show up a little bit more. Just right there. Do you see what I mean? So look at that. Just applying the tiniest bit right at top of your cheekbones. It's just gonna give you just a beautiful appearance. I feel like this shade is very pretty. I don't feel like I'm a disco ball. I applied on my forehead. I'm gonna come closer after I finish my makeup. I'm just gonna do lipstick and then I come closer and we take a good look at these Meteorites, and then we're gonna compare them to the other ones that I have. So I'll be right back. Alrighty fans, so this is the final look with the Meteorites. I hope that the lights are doing justice. I know that it's looking like, if I'm right on my monitor, it looks a little bit purplish, pinkish, but it's not like holographic. It's not like the lilac shade that I have in my inner corner. No, it's actually like, if you look at me in real time, in real life, it looks pink, but it looks so pretty. I love them. Every time I use Meteorites, I am always so happy how my makeup looks. I don't know, there's something in them, there's some magic in them that just makes you look flawless. It just completes any makeup application, in my opinion. Every time I use Meteorites, I just feel so happy with my makeup. I feel like everything just looks blurred out and perfected. The way that I used them today was sort of like a topper, because I could tell that these ones were very glowy, much more glowier than other Meteorites that I've tried. Another way to use the Meteorites is with a buffing brush, you know. So you're gonna swirl the pearls and then just buff everything so that your blush and everything just comes together and it just looks very natural and beautiful. Today I wanted to use them as a topper, as a finishing, you know, step on my makeup, and I feel like these are very beautiful. I love them. I love them. I love this tone. As I mentioned, I feel like they're gonna be very complementary to many complexions. If you're fair skin, you're gonna be able to get away with this because they have such a light pinkish undertone that they're going to just, you know, buff everything, and they're just gonna make you look very perfected. So I am very happy with this. I love them. Let's move on to the comparisons, and I know some of you ask if it compared to this type of Meteorite. I can't remember the name of these ones, but I'll find out when I do upload my video, and I'm going to post the name right there. I asked my friend Steffi Glam for these swatches, so thank you to T for sending these ones over. She has a YouTube channel. If you wanted to check out more luxury videos, go ahead and check out her, you know, her YouTube. I'm gonna link it below, but she was so kind to send us these swatches and I wanted to show them to you. So she is a light, medium light complexion. So this is how those Meteorites look like. You can totally see that this year's Meteorites look very copper, like they're really like bronzing pearls. So they're not very comparable to this year's. So I wanted to make sure that we compare them, because in here we do get some of those dark pearls, but they're not really that dark. They won't give you, you know, this type of pigment at all. So I'm glad to see that they're not very similar. I know that people with fair complexion couldn't use those pearls unless you wanted to use them to bronze your face. So that's out of the way. Now I'm going to do swatches again for this one first. So again, little swatch of this year's Meteorite right there. Ones from last year, they have a different kind of pearl tones, so it's not gonna be very similar. Last year's we got lilac, we got green, we got golden pearls. So pretty much these were gonna be sort of like a correcting pearls, if you will, because of all the colors. It was gonna, you know, make your face just very blurred and perfected. So let's do a little swatch right there. These ones, you can see that is much lighter than this year's Golden Bees from last year, but they're also very glowy. So even more glowy than this year's when you look at them side by side. So that's a look at the Golden Bees. And then last but not least, just in case you're wondering, I don't have any more Meteorites other than these 3 that I'm showing you. I'm going to show you the ones that they released for the spring, which was sort of like a blush. I couldn't use them all over my face as I used these years. These were just too pink to apply, so I used them as a blush topper. I went ahead and dimmed down the lights so that you can see better. So again, this is this year's, a little bit of a pinky undertone. This is last year, Golden Bees, a little bit of a golden platinum undertone, and then this is Pink Pearl from Spring Collection, which is sort of like pink, very pink if you ask me. Very buildable too, so I use them as a blush. Alright guys, so those were all my overall thoughts on this year's gold pearls. I feel like it's a beautiful compromise between last year's Golden Bees and these spring pink pearls. It's like you combine them together, you got that light pink pearl. I love them. I love them. I think they're very beautiful. I think that they're very complimentary on my medium complexion, medium tan complexion. And again, there's something about Meteorites that just make you look so flawless and beautiful. So very happy with them. I'm going to be linking them wherever I can find them. They usually sell out very, very quick. So I do suggest you get your hands on them if you really wanted to try them. Let me know in the comments, what do you think of these Meteorites? What do you think of all the comparisons? What do you think of the tone of them these years? Are you picking any of the items from Guerlain's 2021 collection? Any comments, anything at all, just drop it below. Thanks so much you guys for love and support. Do not forget to share, like, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye.